Hello and welcome to Týrcast 28. My name is Hera, singer and guitar player of Týr, and I am in Prague.
Hello, Gunnar, and I'm the bass player here, by the way, and I'm here in the Faroe Islands.
And I am Hans, and I'm in Copenhagen, and I am a guitar player.
Hello guys, I'm Tad. I'm the drummer of Týr, and I'm in Budapest.
Just outlining that there's only one drummer.
Well, in Týr there is only one right now. There have been several. That's true. And I'm not even the only
outlining
one.
your special position because there are two guitar players, but there's just one drummer.
Exactly. I mean, you have to accept that, man.
I certainly do. This is the first episode of our third season, How Time Slugs Away. We put out these parts on the 7th and the 22nd of each month at 1700 Central European Time on YouTube specifically, but also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and on Buzzsprout. We also put it out before preset dates on patreon.com/Týrband. We have a new year.
We have. And nothing changed.
It's all the same, only a bit worse.
Yes.
Actually, yes.
Getting older, fatter, hairier, and someday we just die.
In the meantime, let's do something meaningful. I got a beard grooming kit from Victoria for Christmas. Has a brush, looks like a horse brush, and it feels like a horse brush, and some shampoo and conditioner and wax and a tiny comb for the mustache. I look like a barbarian. Well, I mostly look like a barbarian, but I look more like a barbarian if I let my beard grow, because it grows straight out here.
But it looks quite handsome right now.
Thank you. Gunnar, yours looks pretty neat, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I look like an Amish guy.
Yeah, maybe a little bit in that direction. But I mean, it's straight. It goes straight down in straight lines. It's not messy.
No, I took care of it. That.
Well done.
Or I would look like I was a hobo or something.
Exactly. How's the scratching?
No, like this is fine. It's if I get the...
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
If I get the mustache, holy moly, I can't have that. It's just like hell.
Hans, what about your growth over there?
It's starting to come back, I think.
Coming back. Nice.
But it's itching a lot, especially with the face masks, which are required here.
Push through. It's gonna get better.
I think when the weather gets warmer, it might be a bit worse even.
Yeah.
Especially the scratching on the flanks. But
You have bugs
I
crawling.
can muscle through it.
Have bugs crawling through the mustache.
Eating some tiny mushrooms from it. Tasty.
I don't eat mushrooms, but other crumbs, yes. My bugs would be well fed with other crumbs. Raise large families.
Who had this amazing idea to not shave for a year? I don't know.
I believe that was mine.
Who the hell was that?
How's your beard growth coming, Tad?
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's okay. On the side, it's still like,
You look a bit more like the Four Musketeers or something. It's supposed to be three, but we're four.
You look a bit more medieval, yes?
Yeah.
More medieval now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting there. Maybe in a few months I'll be at around 900 AD and, gradually descending into
growing
the
our
dark
way back
medieval
to
times.
750s.
You look like this French knight.
Oh, bonjour, monsieur. Yeah, well, I don't know. I never grew it for a whole year. So maybe there's coming out something in the summer. Maybe I'll finally look like a man.
Oh, you look good.
Yeah.
So what's the best thing you got for Christmas?
The best thing, I got a coupon for a guided tour through the channels below Budapest from my girlfriend. It's really
Wow.
nice.
Is there-
Yeah.
That sounds impressive.
Yeah,
Is
there are
it-
some there are huge tunnels. I mean, it's a long, few kilometers long system of all kinds of tunnels below the
This
city.
is such
that
an
sounds
obvious
nice.
segue to poop that I'm going to avoid it.
You can talk about poop in just a second. I'll hand you over the word. But yes, so I'm looking forward to that one. It's
What
I
what
think we're
are
going there.
what are these
Huh?
tunnels? What are they aqueducts or like catacombs
I
or?
I think it's more like the channels for water and but so the sewers, but not all of it. So there are several tunnel systems intertwined with each other. So
Okay,
it's
Nice.
gonna be really cool, I think.
cool.
Yeah.
Pictures or it didn't happen?
Yeah.
Video,
I'll make
video.
Some. I'll make some.
Yeah.
I'll make some.
Oh, that
Don't
sounds really cool.
It does sounds amazing.
Yes, I mean, come to Budapest and we'll take the tour again.
I have a plan to go to Budapest with Victoria in when was it? June, July?
June. Yes.
June, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I suppose you'll have done it before then.
I will have, yes, but we can take it again. So and like I said, there are several tunnel systems, so we can just choose another one.
Excellent.
Excellent. And what about you guys? What did you get?
I got
Bedroom
a,
kit.
Oh, right. Yes.
I got a Phineas LP as the brother of Billie Eilish. I don't know if you guys know her, but
Billie Eilish. Yes, it's,
I know her. Yeah.
yeah, I got her brother's debut album as an LP, which is
Okay.
very cool.
Any good?
Yeah, I really like his music. It's cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Gunnar?
You have it there?
No, it's at home.
Right.
Gunnar?
Oh, me?
Yes,
what did I get?
you.
I got one night at a hotel. One night stay at a hotel. That's it.
Okay. At which hotel?
It's this. My goddaughter's is working. She's the receptionist at this hotel. So
Yes, you told me that.
Brandon. So I got one night stay there,
There's on.
Nice.
and
Enjoy the heck out of it, man.
I will. I think I will prolong it. So, so yeah.
Nice.
Noise.
So
Slim
what were you
pickings.
talking about? Segue into pooping. How was that?
Yeah, we were just talking about poop and the year 750 earlier. How about that? A lot of people sent me this article. It came from some researchers in the Faroes. I believe there was an American among them who led the research into lake sediments of two separate lakes in the Faroes, and they figured out that sheep arrived to the Faroes in around the year 500. And a lot of people sent me these articles, asked me if this was true, if I knew about this. And honestly, I don't think anyone in the Faroes is surprised by that. Everyone learns about Dikil, the Irish monk, who in the late 700s wrote about the Faroes. He heard from other monks in Ireland that they've been there to the Faroes. They sailed there for 3 nights and 3 days in a specific kind of boat, and they were full of sheep already by 750. And I also heard about archaeological evidence that showed that there were people in the Faroes already by the year 200 possibly burnt whalebone in an old fireplace that was dated to the year 200, I believe.
200.
So
It's very early.
So I think the theory is people have been coming there off and on just to stay there for the summer to produce whatever food they can, bring it back with them to either Norway or Scotland or Ireland or wherever they came from. Most likely Scotland, I believe. It's not that long of a sail. Because that's how people used the outfield also. You would have a house in the outfield and you went there only for the summer to stay there for the food production season. You would take eggs, birds, and kill whatever there was to eat and go home for the winter. So people may have crossed some fjords in Norway to do the same and crossed part of the North Atlantic Ocean to get to the Faroes to do the same. It's not entirely unthinkable.
It's just amazing if you think about it that like 1600 years or 1500 years before this, people just took a boat and sailed up from northern Scotland to the Faroes. I mean, that must have been so.
Fuck this shit. Let's
hostile.
go to Norway and gather some food.
They had skin boats. They were made of wooden framework and then just hides on the outside. And well, if you go there to produce anything, you have to have a decent sized boat to bring anything back, or just go there to stay for the summer. Well, monks might do that, but that sounds pretty crazy to me.
Yeah.
They do a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And in a skin boat, I mean, the sea is quite treacherous around the islands.
I think it's not that much better around Ireland.
No, probably not. And such thing as weather predicting, you know, we have even today we have very fancy tools, but they still get it wrong. Huh? So, that's quite impressive, actually. That it comes such a long way with
I'm guessing most of them died. It can't have been easy.
I would guess quite a lot would have perished in the sea.
Yeah. So what these researchers do is they take a sediment test of the bottom of a lake, and they simply count whatever you count the seasons, I suppose, through layers, and then you see some season with a volcanic outbreak, for example, from Iceland, where there's some ash or some specific element in the sediment that only occurred during some specific outbreak. So that's one way to date it pretty precisely, and that's how it's done. Sheep poop. There you have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bless those sheep for pooping.
But it's amazing about by the way, about all this poop stuff, because I was working building my brother's house right now, and we dug in the ground and hit some old layers of where there has been a building before, and that this must have been way back in the 40s, 50s, whatever, and we hit place where you kept all the shit from the animals, and we hit a place like we hit a place like that, and it smelled like it was yesterday.
Really?
yeah. really nasty stuff.
Yeah, maybe you can sell it as artisan manure.
Yeah,
artisan like
manure.
70-year-old manure, handpicked.
By
$200
poop
a pound.
specialist Gunnar Thomsen.
Yeah.
Yes.
By poop enthusiast.
And actually, well, I actually found that outside our house as well when I was renovating and digging for a new septic tank. So removed the old one, and there I also found this it was very usual to have apparently those days. I don't know what it's called. It's like a manure tank or whatever. They had those days, and I found this outside here as well. So, where you found all kind of, they put everything in there. They put bones and from the animals, and there was a lot of that kind of stuff.
You had those like 1,000 years back as well.
Yeah,
just
most
They
definitely.
dug a hole and threw most of the household trash in there. I translated loads of writings about these archaeological sites where they could identify a lot of stuff from that from those settlers.
Do you know what it's
according to this?
Do you know what it's called in English?
No. I always translate this stuff between German and Hungarian.
In Faroes, it's kastu.
Probably comes from kasta, to throw. You throw away just on this pile.
Could be, yeah. There's poop for you.
Yep.
Adventurous poop.
And not to and now we talk about poop, so that's my kind of my area. No, because when my mother was little, they put in the basement just through a wooden board and down to a bucket. That's how they did it back then. It's not that long ago. I mean,
Yeah.
No.
incredible. Even
before they had the sewers in bigger cities, for example, here in Budapest, in the 1860s or 70s, somehow around that time, they were thinking about sending people like poop enthusiasts or poop professionals just around every house in the city to clear out these kind of holes they had or these kinds of early toilets.
Oh shit! I lost contact.
So I mean this was actually up for debate if this would be a stable way to get rid of all the feces, but it's just unbelievable what people were thinking about what kind of alternatives.
Thank goodness for modern time plumbing.
Yes.
Plumbers are seriously underrated.
Although I mean, it's not even that of a new thing, because they had water pipes, even warm water pipes, back in Roman times already. So
Sure. Yeah.
I think even further back than that, there's been discovered somewhere pipes and stuff.
Probably Egypt or China.
I don't know. They find stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
It
Keeps getting pushed back.
Yeah.
When what was
invented.
Yeah.
So I mean, just like we talked about. Did we talk about the other day about this? Like a computer they found, like the earliest computer, if you could call it.
This machine, on the bottom of the Aegean Sea or whatever.
Yeah.
This
I mean,
this solar eclipse predicting
exactly
winding machine. It's like an analog.
I was looking at a program about this and how they figured everything out. How to cut all those. You had to cut notches in the spokes, so it would count precisely. And it's just amazing stuff, and that's a long time ago.
Absolutely. So the knowledge or the understanding was already there to make computers. Just the technical ability wasn't.
Yeah. So.
Absolutely.
And I think also, as I think me and Harry talked about it, that some of this stuff probably has technical stuff has been invented a long time ago and then disappeared again because it got lost for some reason.
Yeah.
and then you kind of have to pick it up again.
It happens all the time that things are invented several times, or the same thing is invented in two places independently.
So the old people were not stupid.
So some of them weren't.
Yeah.
Most of them were. No, probably not. So we covered
Hey,
thoroughly there.
You could say they were unknowledgeable, and but then again, what were they supposed to know back then?
Exactly. Of
Ah.
course, we have modern education to thank for our understanding as far as it goes of anything.
Yeah. Interesting answer.
Very.
Yeah. Could hardly keep my eyes open. There's some fascinating pictures from Suðuroy from the new year about they have this boat burning on Miðvágur where we did our last band pictures.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they have this look like Viking boat, and they have a torch procession, and they throw all their torches into this boat, and it looks like something from 800 years ago.
Hans, you as a southerner, what
Must
is
be
your opinion
fascinating to
on
be there.
on this procedure, on this tradition? Come on, tell us a bit about it.
No, I do not want to talk trash about people that are that close to me.
You kind of already did.
But I'll have to say it's a bit overhyped.
Is it now?
I have seen these videos, and I think it looks better on those videos than it does in real life. I don't think they have anything special compared to other places, especially in Suðuroy. People burn fires, not exactly boats, but boats to houses. Just in Fámjin, we have had years where there's been a house in the fire, 2 boats or 3 boats. So I don't think that is something special.
It's quite usual,
Right.
most of the places in the Faroes, to burn your old boat that is not worthy of sailing anymore. So
Especially as a kid, I was always amazed how big the fires could get. So I loved those years where there were houses or many boats that had to be thrown away and burnt. So when I first saw that they just burn one single boat every year in Fámjin, I was kind of underwhelmed. And yeah, sorry, I just don't think it's that special.
It does look good on pictures, though.
that's for sure.
I have never been there myself, but as long as I remember, they've been burning boats in the Faroes, like old Faroese fishing boats, useless and about to be thrown away. So you put it in the center of the village and fill it with crap that's supposed to be burned anyway, mostly wood, Christmas trees, whatever.
Yeah.
And
Witches.
set fire to it.
And it's pretty nice. Come on, hey people, you burn your
But
witches.
isn't it-
We
I
burn
suppose
boats
it's,
instead.
That's on midsummer, but is it common throughout Europe to burn something on New Year's? I don't remember having seen it.
I think yes, there are some here and there, like on regional level.
Yeah.
I think I heard
In
about
Denmark,
in
they do it in midsummer.
Maybe in Switzerland as well, and some parts of Germany, but not, of course, not in the bigger cities.
Yeah. As such, I can only come to think of a midsummer. I actually can't recall
Midsummer
that they
fires,
do it in
yes.
the New Year's Eve, burning a big fire.
Yeah, but that's a quite nice tradition also in Denmark, the midsummer witch burning.
Yeah. Definitely is. It's just
Burn those witches.
a bit macabre, if you think about it.
Yeah.
There is there was a very there was a band called Lofalo from Western Hungary. They have a song called "Burn Your Boats." Listen to that one; it's a good one. Just came to mind.
Yeah. I just came to think of this witch burning. I mean, I guess they actually did that at one point. I guess that's right.
Yeah.
It makes me sometimes think about what how horrible we are as people sometimes. I mean, holy moly.
Yep.
I think
It
the
came in
the
the wake
last
of the
witch
invention
trials.
of the printing press. That was took some time for them in the medieval times to get used to fake news. It was much cheaper and faster to print crap, and this Spanish monk, whoever wrote this, the witch hammer leaflet they passed around, and he had some biblical quote where he thought God commanded everyone to kill witches, and this went around Europe like wildfire.
Yeah.
So that was the invention of a new technology, and followed by fake news.
There you go.
About the same as we have today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
I mean,
about
the
to say what changed? Not much.
Yeah.
Not much. And the last witch trials were, I think, in the end of the 18th or beginning of the 19th century. I mean, that was not too long ago.
In America?
No, I think in Europe even. In the end of
I'm
the
no
18th
expert.
century.
The only thing that comes to mind is the Salem witch trials, but I don't know. I don't know what year that was even.
Yeah.
But that was pretty psychotic stuff.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it just amazes me how not only the witch burning, but also torture chambers and all that kind of stuff. That this guy who tortures another guy really can't put himself in the same situation and kind of go,
Sure they could. They were all serfs. They were all owned by, the church or the king.
probably yes,
know,
but holy.
They probably told each other, "Come on, man, just confess and you'll die quickly." And I really hate torturing you. But I mean, what the hell could they do?
Yeah,
They
you're
were
probably right. They were. It's like
notice that it's not something people did for fun in their spare time. It's stuff they did because they had to.
Yeah, but we also talked about this
I'm
actually.
interested in torture. Let me get some torture tools and let me see what I can figure out.
No, but
That's not how it happens. It comes because someone wants to force some ideology or confession upon someone else and nothing else.
but you still those people again. But they,
Yeah. Plenty of cruelty.
But also the executioners themselves, they were probably not the sharpest tool in the shed. I mean, you had to have somebody really dumb and simple-minded to force that person to make a living out of killing and torturing people. I mean,
well,
You just need a psycho or a sociopath, don't you think?
Yeah, probably. Yes,
Not necessarily unintelligent, but hey, what do I know?
yeah.
if I was right about, if you read about the Second World War, about the concentration camps and what people did, which they normally never would do, just because they're under a certain command, they kind of get kind of brainwashed. They just do whatever is commanded of you.
Yeah.
Yes, but I mean
Desensitized.
that was part of the ideology as well. But I mean, you don't forceful and psychotic ideologies are on this planet for thousands and thousands of years.
Absolutely.
So I mean,
It's more the norm then the
I mean, you could get
I suppose modern times are the exception.
you could get
Yes.
people do horrible things that they wouldn't even dream of that ever would be able to do. So
Yeah.
it's I think it's really scary stuff.
Yeah. It only takes a few bad political and ideological turns, and then you're back there. So stuff like that you have to be aware of. I think how it happens and how to make sure we don't end up there,
Yeah.
because it's really only up to individuals to take care of that.
Yeah.
Evil us.
So about those morons from Vágur. No, just kidding. that's how that's how it starts. Those damn people from the next village. Yeah.
Next thing you
them.
know, there's a 60-year-long feud going on.
We love everything from Vágur. It's a beautiful looking place.
Yeah.
Yes.
And know a lot of nice people from there. And our last band pictures are from Vágseiði, which is the ocean side of Vágur there.
Beautiful
And,
place.
Amazing place. I spent quite some time there when I was, or some weekends there when I was younger. We played some shows around the Faroes, and Vágur was one of the places. They had these small sports halls around the country, and we play shows there with our old cover band Gunnar and I. So been there a lot, been there, done that.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's a nice place. I like it. I like the whole island.
And we will be back in the Faroes quite soon, hopefully, right? I mean, it's
Not
end
in
of
Vágur,
February?
but in
Not in
Runavík.
Vágur,
If all goes as planned, we're playing on the 26th of February in Runavík, yeah. Our
Yeah.
20th anniversary show for the first album, Halford Asgard, and our release show for the symphonic show recordings. However, the virus is back, and it is completely unpredictable at this point.
Yeah.
I guess what's going to happen.
Yeah, and it's also too early to say what's gonna happen because this is just the first month, and apparently things change quite fast right now. So
Yeah. It could be that not so many people are hospitalized. They allow shows to go on. Could also be the numbers rise too high. I mean,
yeah, well
I-
they already hit record high numbers in infected people.
yeah.
Uh,
Yesterday, 210.
200,
Really?
yeah, 200 and something. That's a record.
Yeah.
not too good.
The last announcement from the chief medic in the Faroes was just everybody prepare to get this. It's out of control.
Yeah, and now also everybody around me has had corona now. It's pretty.
Have you?
No, I don't think so.
Really?
So now you really start to know people that had corona, and quite a few in my family have had now corona. So I guess it's very contagious stuff.
Yeah, we sold 360 tickets or something like that already. So there are less than 100 tickets left for that show. I would expect people, if people aren't sure the show will happen, they wouldn't buy the tickets yet. But that ticket sales, ticket sales went pretty well.
I can guarantee you, people, they don't buy till the very last moment. Most of them, because that's quite usual here. Also because of the epidemic. So
That was what I was thinking. But like I said, we were left less than 100 tickets left now.
is it
So that's pretty good.
epidemic, pandemic? Oh, I lost the word now.
It's a pandemic now.
Pandemic,
When
yeah,
it goes
yeah,
over the world.
yeah.
Then we have some shows in March in Denmark and in the UK. And
Don't forget Norway.
Norway, of course. On the 6th of March, we play at Rockefeller in Oslo, Norway.
Yeah.
They say in England they are not going to cancel anything. That's the message so far. But in Scotland, Ireland, and Northern Ireland, and I think Wales too, had some lockdown announced recently.
Mm-hmm.
So Boris is trying his best to avoid this, but yeah, it's unpredictable. If numbers go too high, they probably have to enforce some lockdown. But this is all the way out in March. Things might have improved by then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's hope for the best.
So that's Viborg Metal Festival in Denmark on the 4th of March, and on 6th we're in Norway, and from the 8th to the 12th we are in England, not the UK. It was announced as UK tour. Our team tried all they could to extend the show to Ireland and Scotland. Alas, that is not going to happen. So we might as well redub it an England tour and not a UK tour. With the uncertainty that is for the future at the moment, no one wants to waste their time on booking more shows when it's not unlikely that it'll be postponed again. So we have what we have at the present, and if you live decently close to this, just travel a bit further to come see us, and that's the best we can do. If you're in Scotland, come down to merry old England and see us. On the 31st of March, we play in Helsinki.
Helsinki is hell.
At On the Rocks, I believe is the name of the venue. That's very nice. I hope that little trip will be extended to the Baltics.
Yeah, that would be nice.
It would be.
It would be.
On the 4th and 5th of June, we have Samarok in France, as we've talked about many times before. Then there's nothing on the list here until September, 30th of September, Utgangsfest in Copenhagen, in Pumpehuset. It's a good old one. October 5th to 9th, we go down under. Tickets at overdrivetouring.com. Man, I am hoping that happens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If we still have a lockdown by then, I will set fire to this planet. See, this shit's not working anymore. No, I would never.
It's always been my dream to get to Australia.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
And get
Tasmania,
eaten by
New
all
Zealand.
kinds of stuff that wants to eat you there. Bugs, spiders, sharks,
Crocodiles.
snakes, crocodiles.
Yeah, but it's a nice place.
Yeah.
Dung beetle.
Kangaroos.
Yeah, there you go again about talking about poop.
I think they're African, the dung beetles, aren't they?
Yes.
Wrong continent.
No, actually, as it is with all kinds of animals, there's many species of them, and I think we have them quite all around the world of
Yeah,
different
in Europe as
species.
well.
Yeah.
At least there's a so-called Mistkäfer in German.
Mistkäfer.
That's quite common.
Means dung beetle.
That means dung beetle. It does, and that's quite common
Okay.
on this old continent as well.
I will look that up until next time.
And
Is there a dung beetle in the Faroes?
we have some flies we call dung fly. Well, if you can call it dung, dung flies or whatever.
Yeah.
So
They're brown.
What a surprise!
Apart from that, they look like normal
Yeah.
flies. Disgusting creatures.
yeah, kind of smelly.
Yep. Let's get back to the tour dates.
Come
We'd
on,
have
this
some
is
more
much more
dates
fun.
at the end of next year, and they are working on some tours, Europe and US. Nothing I can mention yet, unfortunately. We need to get it nailed down. But if all goes well, at the end of next year, we will have our first long tours again. Fingers crossed. God
Yes.
darn tootin'. By then, we should have the new album finished.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So we were doing some work on the new album recently, and I think I have 10. Looking at it here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 songs that I'm working on at least. That includes one from no, that does not include one from Gunnar or from Thaddeus. Do we have it here? No. So we have 12 songs.
What?
At least. I'm sorry, I didn't get your song yet. I did listen to them once. One of them I'd heard before.
Yes. One is an older one, and the two other ones they are kind of new.
And Gunnar resent me a riff that he also sent me
Yeah,
before. I'd go over that.
I completely forgot that I actually had sent that riff, but I like that one because I thought it was I thought it was very fitting to the whole theater thing. I'm sure I have another one. So
If you have more,
I do, but it's just
send all of it. There's never too much of that.
I have I have loads, but some of it really is not fitting for because it's too blues orientated, I guess.
Yeah. If you think it's catchy, then send it and
Oh, I think the whole goddamn shit is
Sure,
catchy.
so what I do is I look for what I think is most catchy and try to make a song out of just one riff if I can. For example, Hans sent me a song, a pretty long one, and I took the one riff, the intro riff, and I'm trying to make the whole song from that, and it's going pretty well. Usually, it's better to keep songs simple. It's very easy as a musician to just put on more stuff and more details.
Yeah.
But until you have the vocal melody, you really have nothing.
I think it.
Because that's the only thing that's going to make people sing the song and it's going to get it played. Unfortunately.
I think if I like those bits and pieces when you come up with. It doesn't matter. Let's just call it a riff. You come with a riff, but when the rest of it comes out of more or less automatically, I mean, it just floats into whatever could be a chorus. You could use it to whatever you want. When it comes naturally, it usually tells me that is very usable because it came very naturally. When you have to, I think very often if you have to fight too much to get to a chorus or whatever, maybe it's not there really.
Absolutely, absolutely. The how well the pieces fit together is very important. If it goes, just flows like you said, naturally to the next part, it's much easier to write and to listen to. Sometimes you have stuff that just won't work together, and you have to do a lot of tinkering to make it work. It's usually not worth it. It's not listenable, and it's turns out a bit weird sometimes.
Yeah.
So I really look for those two things that fit together seamlessly.
And it seems like when your mind spits out something, if those two floats out very easily, that's probably a good one you have there, because it flows easily. Not always, I guess, but it's a good indicator.
Talking about flowing easily.
Flowing easily. It's a good digestive one.
Anyway, I was very impressed with the riff Hans sent me. It's gonna be a good song. And
was that the bit you sent to us to listen to?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Probably I did.
It was.
Sounds
yes.
a little bit, tiny bit like Bloody
Yes.
Rose, but it's more aggressive and a bit more
I
melodic.
absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Probably
Good stuff.
going to be the opener of the album.
Cool.
Unless we get something that's more in your face. You never know.
Did you try it out with the drum part I sent you?
Yes, I did immediately after you wrote to me. I agree completely.
Okay.
Start with the more aggressive drums and change the snare to the on 1-1-3.
Yeah, 1-3, not 2-4. Yeah, can you maybe make a small mix out of that short part with the drums, so the others can listen to it? Just what I was thinking about, you know.
Yes. I was going to bounce it. I was working on the verse and kind of got sidetracked there, so I went to work on another song. And for the last few days, I've been rehearsing. We have a show with Surma on the 6th.
Oh yeah, in Czechia, right?
So I've been. You have to have to play the full set. You know, we only have one album, so it's the full album in one, and we only played it live 3 times, I think. So memorizing all the long solos in full for every time, man, that takes time. So I'm in panic mode practicing right now. So until the 6th, I think I will only be working on that, unfortunately.
Okay.
After that, I'll get back to the songs.
Righty ho.
Hans, you have to say something now. You've been so quiet.
I don't know. My back is killing me in this chair.
Yeah, you don't have the best circumstance there. Let's say it's enough for this time.
Yeah.
And let's just skip the challenge. I think we got our hands full here.
Yeah.
This has been Týrcast number 28, and we would like you to like us because we're likable, and you can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/herjosen. Thaddeus is on YouTube. I will share links to his YouTube channel and to Hans's here in the upper right corner. On Instagram, we are Týr_official. On Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, you can find us as Týrband. On bandsintown.com/Týr, you can track us so that you don't miss our live shows once we come to your area. You can find us on TikTok even at Týr Faroe. That's at Týr Faroe on TikTok. Very boring stuff, but important, I hear. Please listen to your favorite Týr songs on your favorite streaming platform or right here on our YouTube channel. Actually, we just made a new Týrcast channel because the algorithms weren't working in our favor. So we are new. We are now on a new channel, the Týrcast channel. I will provide a link in the upper right corner here, if you're on YouTube, to our real YouTube channel, so you can listen to our songs there. If you'd like to support us, you can do that at patreon.com/Týrband, where we would love to hear some questions from you as well. These episodes go out on the 7th and the 22nd of each month at 1700 Central European Time. Thanks, everybody, and hope to have you back here next 22nd. That's January at 5 p.m. Central European Time. Yeah. Das wird Anja.